I still remember watching my son walk away. And honestly, that moment broke something inside me.
Welcome to God Showed Up Stories. Today's story is for anyone carrying regret, anyone trying to rebuild after failure, and anyone praying for another chance after making painful mistakes. One thing I've learned from hearing stories like this is that sometimes people believe their worst season defines the rest of their life. But God has a way of restoring broken people and broken families when nobody expects it. And today's story is a powerful reminder that even after terrible mistakes, healing and restoration are still possible. Before we begin, make sure to like this video, comment below where you're watching from, and share this story with someone who may need encouragement today. Now let's get into the story.
A few years ago, my life was completely falling apart. From the outside, most people probably thought I was functioning normally. I still showed up to work, still smiled during conversations, still acted like everything was okay. But honestly, behind closed doors, I was drowning emotionally. Stress consumed me constantly. Financial pressure, anger, depression, bad decisions. And slowly, everything started affecting my relationship with my son. At first, I convinced myself things weren't that bad. But deep down, I knew I was becoming someone I didn't even recognize anymore. I stopped being emotionally present, stopped showing patience, stopped showing up consistently the way a father should. And honestly, that truth still hurts me to think about. My son was still young at the time, and despite everything, he still loved me completely. That's what makes this story even harder, because children love you even when you don't deserve it. Eventually, things between me and his mother completely collapsed. Arguments became constant. Court dates started piling up. Lawyers, stress, tension. Honestly, it felt like my entire world was crumbling apart. Then one day, the judge made the decision. Temporary custody would go to his mother. I remember sitting in that courtroom completely numb, like I couldn't even breathe properly. But the moment that truly shattered me happened afterward. I watched my son leave the courthouse with his mother while I stood there frozen emotionally. Honestly, I completely broke inside, because deep down, I knew I had caused this pain. That night, I sat alone in my apartment staring at old family photos on my phone. Birthdays, little moments together, simple memories I used to take for granted. And honestly, I cried harder than I had cried in years. Not because I was angry, but because I finally saw the damage my choices had created. That season became one of the darkest periods of my life. The apartment felt empty, quiet, cold. Some nights I barely slept. Other nights, I replayed every mistake over and over in my mind. And honestly, shame completely consumed me. One rainy evening, I sat alone in my kitchen after ignoring calls from almost everyone in my life. I felt hopeless, like I had ruined my relationship with my son forever. And for the first time in years, I finally prayed honestly. No fake words, no polished prayer, just pain. I remember whispering, "God, I don't know how to fix this." Because honestly, I didn't. But something slowly started changing after that night. Not instantly, not dramatically, but little by little, God started rebuilding me from the inside out. I started going to counseling, started attending church again, started dealing with emotional wounds and anger I had ignored for years. And honestly, for the first time in my life, I stopped blaming everyone else for my problems. I started taking responsibility. Months passed. Then eventually, small opportunities started opening again. Phone calls with my son became more regular. Visits slowly increased. Trust slowly started rebuilding. And honestly, every little moment felt precious. One afternoon, after spending the day together at the park, my son hugged me goodbye and quietly said, "Dad, I'm proud of you." Honestly, I nearly broke down crying right there. Because in that moment, I realized God hadn't just restored my relationship with my son. He restored me too. Today, things still aren't perfect, but our relationship is stronger than it used to be. And looking back now, I truly believe losing custody became the wake-up call that saved my life. Because sometimes, God allows painful seasons to lead us toward healing and transformation. So, if you're carrying regret right now, please hear this carefully. Your worst mistake does not have to be the end of your story. Restoration is possible. Healing is possible. And God is still capable of rebuilding what feels broken.
If this story encouraged you today, comment "God showed up" down below. And if you believe God can restore broken situations, comment "God restored me." Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to God Showed Up Stories, and turn on your notifications so you never miss another powerful testimony. And share this video with someone who may need hope during a difficult season. Thanks for watching. And remember, God always shows up right on time.